Alright, so today I want to go over growing potatoes, picking your potatoes, what kind you want to grow. Turn this thing. So, you can go into like Tractor Supply or Lowe's or something to pick up something like this. This is a non-GMO 4-pound bag of potatoes. So this is a blue type of tomato. Look at this. Already starting to come out. Look at that. Amazing. Real pretty potato. And I bought a yellow potato. Or a gold, what they call a gold potato. So these are some of the easiest. Like I said, walk in the Tractor Supply, Lowe's, Home Depot, something like that, and you can pick up these potatoes. They are a non-GMO potato. And they do fairly well. But, say you just go into a store, found these for $1.99. $1.99. I've had them for a few weeks, set them out, and you can see where they're starting to actually sprout. So, these are probably a GMO potato. They do not say non-GMO. That's just a GMO red potato. But there's several different ways to do this. Let's take a look at this real quick. I'm going to do it with these. Probably not going to plant these. I don't plant these together. I will plant these type together, but I won't plant a GMO potato with a non-GMO potatoes. So several ways to prepare a potato. Let's go through that. So one, let's see, do we have to get a knife down here? Probably not. Give me 1 second, let me grab a knife. Alright, I'm back. So, right here, let's bring you in a little bit. Bring you down. Let's get you down here on my level. Alright, let's see. So a couple different things you can do, different ways to do this. So what you can do is take this potato, you will cut just like this, and then you can either leave it like that, or that gives you 2 eyes that you can plant. Now you don't want to plant them yet because they're probably going to rot. So what you will do is take some wood ash. It's just that bucket of wood ash I use for my seedlings when I start them, my seeds. You just coat it, just like that. You will let that sit for a few days, and what that do is it'll dry out to like a leathery feeling. Once it does that, you can plant it. Now you could probably plant some of these other little eyes here. You could probably cut that bottom off. I see a couple spots there, but last year what I ended up doing was I just planted the whole potato. And the yields were about the same, honestly. The yields were about the same as far as planting it whole versus cutting the eyes. So I just started planting them whole. It's been the easiest thing to do. But you can plant potatoes in almost anything. So let me see. Let me swap this around here. You can plant potatoes in anything. 5-gallon bucket. I've seen people do them in the reusable bags that you get from the stores, the little cloth bags. You can actually go buy bags for that reason. Like I said, 5-gallon buckets. I get the big tubs that cattle farmers use that has a protein in it. It's a protein bucket that they have. I drill holes in it, and then I fill it up about an inch, and then I'll put that potato down, and then I'll cover them up with about another inch, and then as they grow I'll cover them up until they come to the top of the bucket or the tub, and then I'll leave it. I mean, like I said, you can grow them in almost anything. As long as you drill your holes and everything, you're good to go. But that's the easiest thing to do is, like I said, you go to the store and grab them. I've got some russets upstairs that are sprouting too. But I'm just going to mainly do non-GMO. I may do these just to see how they do. I've never actually grown them. I've seen them grown. A buddy of mine used to do it. He used to use the peels. When he peeled the potato, when it had an eye on it, same thing. Dunk it in the ash, let it get a little leathery, and then plant just the peel. He eat the rest of the potato, and it worked fine. But yeah, I just want to do a quick video on that. Like I said, that's how I do mine. Now, something else I wanted to show you. What I put them out. So, this is a sweet potato. I grew these from a sweet potato that I bought. It was a non-GMO blue variety sweet potato. Now, as you can see, the sweet potatoes are a little different. You actually plant these right here. These are sweet potato slips. So you put that in water, just like that. You can put a couple toothpicks or whatever and put it in water, and it'll grow sweet potato slips. And you see this one's already starting to grow. Now last year, because if you don't, just to go over this, if you don't, you're going to produce more greens. You're going to get a vine. You can eat the vine. You cannot eat a regular potato plant. It's poisonous. It's part of the deadly nightshade family, but you can eat a sweet potato greens on it. You can boil them up like a spinach or any kind of green. Boil them up and eat them because they're part of the morning glory family. They're not related to the deadly nightshade family. But last year what I did was I planted the whole potato, and I did pull some slips off of it, but I got to thinking. So what I did was, some of the slips, I broke them. I didn't pull them off, I just broke them as they were growing, and then I covered them, mound dirt up around them. What happened was, where I broke them, it rooted. And I actually got these potatoes here, and most of them that I got in here, they grew from that one potato. Because I had one purple and I think one regular sweet potato. I did plant them late, so I didn't get a huge yield, because I planted them pretty late. It was just something random. It was at the store. I grabbed one. Like I said, it said non-GMO, so I was like, why not? So I'll actually be getting these in the ground here soon. I'm going to do the same thing. But once you get these sweet potatoes, like I said, you can do it in a cup. A couple toothpicks, set it in a cup. You put it under some lights, in a window, whatever. These slips will start growing up. You'll just break them. You can put the slip in water. You can put the slip in the ground. I like to root them in water. The only thing is, I would recommend planting them in a cup. Once the roots start coming up, plant them in a little pot or a cup. Keep them in the house. Because if you're going from the house to outside into the ground, or from the water to the ground, it's going to go into shock. And most of the leaves fell off of the plant. They did come right back, but it took longer. It just slowed the process down, and I was already behind getting them in the ground. So that's another thing. But like I said, these are pretty. It was pretty interesting doing that, because I've always been told, and I've seen where you plant it and it grows lots of vine. It grows little pretty flowers, little purple flowers, but it's not going to grow any sweet potatoes. You have to get that slip and plant that slip. But when I did that, like I said, the roots just come around the sweet potato, and started growing other sweet potatoes. But I want to do a quick video on some of these things. I may just put out another one. I got to do a couple more things in here. But as for this one, subscribe, like, and we'll catch you later.